Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we have a fresh set of custom dust jackets for Wolverines volumes 1 through 4. Let's check it out. Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics custom dust jacket video. Today we're looking at the Wolverines volumes 1 through 4. 5 has been solicited, so I'll probably do an updated video when that comes out. Probably, it says April, but it'll more likely be next summer. And who knows, they may even solicit a 6th volume by then, and I may just push that back. However, these just had to be fixed. So looking here at the spines, they're just not matching up, man, and we had to fix that. First and foremost, the spines had to be fixed. I definitely picked some new actual covers for most of these. One of them did get the same cover, but we'll get to that when I get there. This specific book, I really like that cover, but I don't like the wraparound. I didn't know they were going to do that, and it just made the whole book look like crap. I don't like the way the wraparound looks on the shelf. It just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, so we had to change that. Not only that, but I actually used that cover on Fatal Attractions. And Roy is really great. He's a master at these dust jackets. He got the hologram down perfect, man. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but we'll have to get an up-close shot of that for you to actually see it. But the hologram looks like an actual hologram. It just doesn't move around a little bit. But it does look great. He got a great shot of that. And we have another one here for today's set of dust jackets. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this. I'm going to stack these up, and we're going to put them side by side. I'll pull out each book, and we'll look at the comparison. All right, let's get started with book number 1. Here's our first volume. Looks great. I like the cover. I really don't like the white font, though. It just it's kind of plain Jane. It doesn't really pop to me, and it looks kind of boring on the shelf. And like I showed you with the others, it doesn't match any of the others. So there's our spine. Here's our front. Here's our back with the collected covers. I actually really like it when they do collected covers. That's how I do all my books when I can. Pull that. And this one, man, it was a recolor of the original cover. And Roy did it a great service. He added the Wolverine to it, and we got that Wolverine Hulk cover. It looks really nice, man. It's way better than the original cover that looked like that. It's just a recolor of the image. We found a virgin image of it, and he just slapped the Wolverine image on top. It looks great. I love it. Thank you, Roy. Appreciate all you do. And then we come to the spines. So there's our front, and we're going to come to the spine here, which is a much nicer spine. I mean, you may have seen them on the shelf behind me in previous videos, but big improvement. I love this logo spine for this series, and we're going to continue that going forward with volumes 5 and maybe 6 if they do that. But back has comic covers as usual, because that's what I like. But with each of these, let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you like this cover better? Do you like the original? Do you have a different pick that you would have used? Let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear about it. All right, moving on. Book 1. All right, here's book 2. Fantastic Jim Lee cover. As you all know, I'm a huge Jim Lee fan. He's my favorite artist of all time. And this cover was just brilliant. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Don't love the spine. Spine's another white spine. We'll have to get rid of that and change that up to match the others. Over here to match the others. But they did have the comic back, so that's really nice. And so looking at this one, and this is the book, volume 2. This is the one we actually kept the same cover. I went through all the covers. I just couldn't find another one that I liked. A lot of the other ones had Marvel Comics Presents on it. It was hard to get that off of there. And we really wanted to stick with this logo, so I went ahead and went with the same picture. We just changed the spine on this one so it matches all the rest. And then, of course, we still have our comic covers in the back. So this is the only one that really is the same as the original. Sometimes I do that. For the most part, I do try and change the covers, because if I'm going to spend the money to print it and do all that, then I may as well change the cover. But this particular one, I just couldn't find a better one, so we went with the Jim Lee. All right, that's book 2. Halfway through the video already, folks. Doesn't take very long. All right, here we have another Jim Lee cover. And I love those Jim Lee covers, man, but I had to change it up and do something different this time. We'll get to that in just a second. Here's our logo, which this is a lot better than the standard white logos they have, but again, it's still white on blue. It didn't really pop to me. It didn't really look great, so we had to go ahead and change that up. Once again, we do have the comic covers in the back, so I can see all the covers and know what's in the book. All right, and for this one, man, this is a great one, man. Most of these are pretty good, but I was really happy with how this came out. We used X-Men number 5 as the cover for this one, and Roy even got the Wolverine logo to go back there on it, which was great because originally it said X-Men, and I almost didn't use it because of that, but Roy was able to get rid of that and put the Wolverine on there. It looks beautiful. Thank you, Roy, once again. But here we go with the spines. And then the back, as usual, is the comic covers. But tell me that's not an improvement. I mean, I'm a huge Jim Lee fan, and so I still went with a Jim Lee cover. But this is definitely an improvement over this. What do you think? Do you guys like the new cover? Do you like the old cover? Would you have chosen something different? Let me know. I want to hear about it. One of my favorites. Moving on. All right, Wolverine Volume 4. I do love this cover. I really do. I love it so much we actually used it on Fatal Attractions here. But we got the actual cover with the hologram on there. Roy did a fantastic job. This is the first hologram cover we did for Fatal Attractions. But I already used this cover on this book, so we definitely had to use something for this book. And also, I don't like the wraparound. I'm not a fan of the wraparound. It sticks out like a sore thumb on my shelf, and I don't like it at all. So we had to change that. Some folks may like the wraparound. It's just not for me. And we didn't do collected covers in the back of that one because they just didn't, so it didn't really match. But originally I got this cover because I knew I was going to go ahead and get a custom dust jacket to match everything else, so I figured why not. But here we went with the funny thing, we actually went with the Fatal Attractions Wolverine number 75. There's kind of a ripple in my bro dart here, so I don't know if you can see it very well, but that hologram looks gorgeous. It looks really good. He did a great job. Got everything in there, and it pops better. I really like this cover a lot better. And once again, our spines, side by side. And since they didn't do comic covers here, we absolutely did comic covers here. So made them all look better, made everything look great. Just had to fix a few things, folks, but Roy does a great job. He always helps out and makes these projects possible, so thanks for all your help, Roy. All right, well, I'm going to pull this aside, and we're going to get our final shot. I'm going to put the book side by side so you can see the spines and get a better feel for how it looks. All right, and here's our spines side by side. I think you can all agree night and day difference. Looks 100% better. Real quick, I'll get a final shot of these front 4 covers all together so you can see what they look like together. Let's check that out. And here's our final shot of all the new covers. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the new covers? Do you like the original covers? Is there something different you would have done? I want to hear about it. Let me know down in the comments below. But stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics isn't done with 2023 yet. We still have an end-of-year room tour to go through, and I've got some new canvases, some new books on the shelf. A few things have changed since last year. You're not going to want to miss that. And as always, I get 90% of my books from Organic Price Books. For those of you that do shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. With that said, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.